Hi, Eli and Becca. Where's the fire, Eli?
Hi, Mr. Weatherby. There's no fire. Eli's just getting out some energy.
Well, it looks like you've had a lot of practice at this. You're fast.
Thanks. Do either you have a hard time stopping doing something that bothers others?
Sometimes I slurp my coffee and, well, my wife, she hates that.
And my sister doesn't like how I eat with my mouth open, or talk to myself, or sing at the top of my lungs when a song comes to my head.
And I noticed that my dad does things that bother my mom, and my mom does things that bother my dad and me, like tapping the table with their fork while we're eating.
This reminds me of a Bible verse. Actually, 2 Bible verses. The first one is about the fruit of the Spirit.
Oh yeah, we've learned a lot about love, patience, kindness, and gentleness this week.
Today is the last fruit, and it's about self-control. What do you guys think self-control is?
When we control ourselves?
That's it.
How do I do that?
When my sister gets mad at me, I don't want to stop, but because Jesus wants us to love and be kind and gentle to all people, even picky sisters, I ask myself, what am I doing that's bothering her? Because sometimes I don't even realize what I'm doing.
And then what?
Once I figure out what is bothering her, I then ask myself, Becca, is what you're doing really that important? If it is, and then I explain why it's important. And if it isn't, then I take control of myself. Self-control!
Oh, you guys are so smart. And how do you take control of yourself?
Well, I asked Jesus to help me to stop doing what I'm doing by saying this. Jesus, take control.
Does Jesus really help you?
He sure does. The 3 breaths slow me down, and Jesus gives me the power to have self-control.
Could we all practice that together? Even those of you watching?
Becca, why don't you teach us?
All right, everyone. Take in a big breath and say Jesus as you let it out. Ready, in. Jesus. In.
Take.
And finally, one big breath and say control. Ready, in.
Control. Thanks, Becca. That's just what the second verse says. That when we are tempted or doing something that hurts or bothers someone, or even ourselves, God will help us change what we're doing. Let's say that verse from 1 Corinthians 10:13 together. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it.
Sometimes He puts a new thought in my head to go do something I wasn't even thinking of.
Hey, that happens to me sometimes when I'm zooming. I will get an idea of what to do next, like go outside, pick up toys, or even build a blanket fort. Well, after I ask my mom.
Smart boy. Maybe if you ask Jesus to help you when you have so much energy, you wouldn't have to zoom because Jesus will show you a different thing to do.
That would be a win-win. I'll get to do something that would be just as fun as zooming, and my family won't have to bother by my energy. Thanks, Mr. Weatherby.
Hey, you two teach me just as much as I teach you. Let's thank God for all the fruit of the Spirit that He gives us.
Can I do it?
Of course. Eli, why don't you start? And Becca, you can finish.
Jesus, thank you for showing me that you want to give me the fruit of self-control when I have a lot of energy, and for such good friends like Becca and Mr. Weatherby who show me love and kindness all the time.
And thank you also for the fruit of patience and gentleness that help us be boys and girls who look a lot like you.
Amen. Now, how about we go and share these cookies with your parents?
Yay!
Hey, don't eat them all!